probably was the snakes right there the whole time, but I couldn't see it because we were the same.
Mm-hmm.
But when I received my deliverance, then I sing different.
Mm-hmm.
And it was nothing about her or anything about our relationship that made sense. So I continued to move that way, and she was still right there. Oh, she said soul ties need to be broken with friendships as well. Listen, man.
Baby, if that wasn't the word, if she didn't say what she just said, I second that motion.
Yes, soul ties need to be broken. So, and I think that's what that was between me and old girl was that it was really a trauma bond because she like, and I went through this too, and here you go, you're burdened. Okay?
Not the Me Too bond. Not the Me Too bond. Yeah, that do happen because you feel like you and that person have common ground, but you're either gonna get up and you're gonna move from it, or you're gonna stay there and you're gonna manifest in it, and eventually y'all gonna grow apart. Like you say, when you get in your deliverance and you decide I'm not going back, that person could get delivered too, but they gonna go back because it's what they like. Some people don't want to be free, and you just really at the end of the day got to accept that you can't make people want what you want for them.
And that is so true. And you know, some people use their sickness, because I call it a sickness.
And it is.
Some people use that as their defense mechanism. Mm-hmm. So the reason they go back, and I guess that's even in relationships. Sometimes you go back just because this is the protection. This is the thing that I have to hold on to. And I've shared on here with y'all several times about my very first relationship. That was because I know that no matter what, to this present day, that man will put somebody 6 feet under for me, hands down. And so I needed that protection because I didn't have it. Mm-hmm. What happened to me happened to me because nobody was there to protect me. And he come in my life, we 13, 14, and he like, I wish somebody might say something to you.
Like, can't even look at you wrong. Don't play.
Okay. And look, tell us got the earlier
don't look at her wrong. Right. Don't look at her wrong. No.
I said to present day will put somebody 6 feet under for me. And so we bonded there as well. So I allowed so much that I knew was wrong because I didn't grow up in the best of conditions, but I still had some form of love there. Mm-hmm. So I knew it wasn't right, some of the stuff I was allowing, but I accepted it because the most important part in that moment was my protection. Mm-hmm. And he covered that. Hands down. Mm-hmm. He protected me from everybody but him. So it was like, I had that. Mm-hmm. And that's all I needed to me. And so that's why. So with friendships, I
don't know, y'all. I think I'm the toxic person.
You think you're the toxic person?
In a lot of the sense, yeah.
With friendships and relationships?
Not so much with friendships, because I'm like you said, I'm not really the sharing type. So if you're not somebody I just trust, and I think I know that I think you, and I say think because I don't know, but I real life think you for me, then that's different. But I'm not going to share with everybody. Like you said, it has to be something there that makes me feel comfortable enough to be exposing myself to somebody for real. But as far as a relationship goes, it's me sometimes. I ain't gonna tell nobody no lie because my environment was different. And I remember saying it in another episode, mine threw hands. Mine wasn't going. Like, you not finna treat me no any kind of way. You not finna talk to me no any kind of way. But I do know that a lot of time for me, it's a defense mechanism. And a lot of the time I am one of them people, I'm gonna get you before you get me. Especially if I see it coming. And a lot of the time, if you pay attention, you can see it coming. I'm going to get you before you get me. And
Now, how do you heal from that then?
Because I don't know. I'm working on it as prayer, therapy.
You made the first step, identifying that you
and I made the second one. I went and got me a therapist. I didn't get one. I got two. I got 2 of them.
That should have been step 3.
Man, listen. And I do that too. And I read and I pray and I learn to look at things from different perspectives. But I don't know. I'm also quick to just cut you loose.
But that's not a bad part.
But in some cases it is. Cause like I be trying now not to move on my own accord, but like I still don't have no problem. And it ain't even, you know what I'm saying, me really cutting you loose after so long. You done handed me the scissors. So if you hand me the scissors, then
when you hand the scissors over, I think that's official. They're saying, "Okay, thank you."
Right.
That's it. That's the Lord. That's what I was saying. Sometimes we rebuke, like I just said, I was rebuking the dreams. I didn't realize he was really talking to me through that way. But being able to identify God's voice is not a problem for me. Being able to identify God through dream is a problem for me because I've had dreams where the devil has tried to make me think it was something. And I'm like, God, take over my mind. I don't know if that's you or not. What was that? And so then here I am side-eyeing and feeling very uncomfortable with people that I done seen in these dreams. And I'm like, you know what I'm saying? Now I'm side-eyeing. I'm watching you. Mm-hmm. And so, well, I mean, we should always watch you. But I'm just like, I don't know. Mm-hmm. I'm not feeling that prayer is always a plus, making God our number one person is forever needed.
Yeah.
That's true.
And I need a whole lot of help because,
yes,
baby. Well, I'm getting it. I just ain't got to where I fully need to be yet. And like I said, I do realize.
Going back. So what you say that
I ain't going back. I'm leaving. There won't be no hard things.
Oh my! She just said that on my. Okay.
And did.
You're gonna edit that off of YouTube.
Don't do it. I mean, and that's okay because I've also told you I ain't never had no relationship where we're not cool. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes people do better apart than they do together. Like we can do good as long as we're not together, but we understand that we are definitely not for each other. So not in that way. We can hee ha ha, hang out, kick it, and have the best of times. But you gonna go your way and I'm gonna go mine.
Yeah, I agree with that. I think that's in both spousal or friendships. Like we could see each other. It's like with me, I'll be like, look, I'm for the kids. I love the kids. Let's not put the kids in adult situations.
Never.
But I don't want to deal with you. So it's going to be like, hey, I'm going to be cordial.
Right.
Anyway, because sometimes I think people don't understand what Christianity really is. Like, y'all be walking around with y'all nose turned up and y'all don't want to be speaking to people and stuff. I think that is so weird.
No, I would definitely speak.
But keep it cordial, but I'm going to love on.
And keep it cute. For real.
I want to love on the babies. I still be there for the kids. So, yeah, I understand it.
No, you can't drag children into grown folks' mess.
But people do.
Mm-hmm. Oh, I'm aware.
Said, let go and let God handle it. Brandy said that for everything. We could be talking.
But I'm just going to let you go and give it to God. But you know it's been real.
Like, they need to just let go, let God handle it.
It's going to be all right.
God is your
we're going to pray our way through. I know when you're right. I know when you're right, but right, spiritually.
So some things that we need to walk away from with these friendships, y'all, because we got to help our people. We got to help ourselves and our people. So what would you say? Come on, don't be over there quiet.
I'm quick to walk away, so I don't know what you want me to tell you. I'm quick to leave people alone.
Y'all trying to leave me out because I'm the only one that ain't quick to walk away.
But I promise you, it is one of the things I admire about you most, and I tell you this all the time.
But
you are one of the, because you like grandma. Y'all are the most forgiving people. I think this was wrong with black people. We just forgive too quick, too much. Like we take it all. We just, but I'm just cut from a different cloth when it comes to. I'm not gonna force nobody to be a part of my life. And if you're showing me that this really ain't what you want, if you're doing things to cause me any type of, if you're messing with my peace, I don't have no problem with you kicking. It does. It costs too much.
So I'm not going to let you get the accolades too quick because I just arrived to that. If it costs me my piece, it's too expensive. And now the block button is lit. I'll be like, too much.
Yeah. I tell people my cutoff game is strong.
They me through text. They text was too loud. I don't know. So I just blocked me. So that's me. So I know you got something to say. Go on eventually.
There we go reading them tones.
Right.
And them tones we want to read.
She yelled at me and I felt it in the spirit. But go ahead. This one finna let something out on us.
Let it out, cause baby, I need to learn.
So right, help me. I am not quick to cut people off. And you know that.
Yeah.
I am not. In friendship and relationship, I am not.
Relationships, I disagree with you. You're going to tell the truth. You were, the first date, you like, he picked his teeth too.
He smacked too loud.
He smacked. He moved. When he got out the car, he switched a little bit. I'm like, the man was adjusting his No, ma'am. Now, with friendships, you will.
Yeah.
Relationships, no, ma'am.
Okay.
No, ma'am.
Okay.
We're going to tell the truth on here.
So, I'll say this, though. I won't say that I have friends, though. Because anybody that I'm close to is 10 plus years, and I consider them my sisters or my brothers.
Family.
They're family to me. And so
not relatives, but family.
They're family to me. Mm-hmm. And so I've had in the past what you call friends. And in my opinion, friends always let you down. Mm. And so when I develop family, real family, my family has never let me down. So everybody that I'm connected to is 10 plus years. And yes, we have our spats, yes, we have our disagreements, but that's what family is. Family should be able to tell you about yourself. Family should be able to correct you. Family should be able to pick you up when you fall. Friends don't do that. Mm. Friends pull and take from you, in my opinion. Every person that I considered a friend took from me, drained me. And so I don't have friends. I have family. Mm. And I take my family to heart because I know that they got my back just like I got theirs. As Cassandra said, if I can't tell you about yourself, then what am I here for? I'm not going to embarrass you in front of nobody. But as soon as we get in the car, I'm going to say, now you know you was wrong for having me out here finna fight this person for you. And you know you was wrong. But I will never embarrass you. But I've been embarrassed before.
And I hear what you're saying, and you said them friends let you down.
I was embarrassed by a friend. That's how I know they were a friend and not family.
Sometimes you gotta recognize, just like in a relationship, you be in them friendships by yourself. Yeah, you're their friend,
but they're not your friend.
But they're not yours.
And I have a lot of people out here that really think I'm still their friend. I'm not.
But they know now.
They definitely know now. She is
I'm
not
their friend. I'm not. I don't call and check on you no more. I don't care if you call and check on me, because you never did. Mm. But my family will call and check on me.
So do you answer?
No.
When they call?
They don't call. So what do I need to answer for? They don't call. My family, I don't have to talk to, as Sharita said. I don't have to talk to you every day.
Absolutely not.
I don't have to see you every day.
Absolutely
not. But I know if I call you just to say, hey, how you doing? Just to check on you. If I need just to pray or need to talk, need to vent, you're going to be right there for me.
Yeah.
And vice versa. You call me, you need to chat. You need
I ain't even got the call. Pray for me right now.
Yeah. And
praying is the response. You can feel it when it's going through.
I didn't pray via text. Somebody text me, I need you to pray right now. I start praying via text. Father God, in the name of Jesus.
But you already know who I'm talking about.
I didn't started praying immediately because at that moment, if you texted me saying pray right now, you need me right now.
Right. So imagine sitting in the house with your kids and y'all get ready to have service and that text come through and you just sit the phone down and just go to praying out loud. The kids like, church ain't even started yet.
Because your family needs you.
Yes.
Not your friend. Your family needs you. And so family is always going to come first to me. My friends, I don't have any. And I'll be honest, I don't want none. Because friends drain you.
Me, I'm always open to new people, but just because God is always moving.
And I'm not saying I won't get to know somebody so they can become family. Is what I'm saying is I don't want them type of friends.
Their process is different.
Yeah, the
process is different.
Yeah.
After you done been scarred by people,
Yes.
you done been their friend and they ain't been yours.
The process is so different. Right. Yeah, I need to know what's your purpose of being around me now.
And it takes time because you can tell me anything. People can keep up a facade for so long.
I didn't even get to share it.
Oh.
Yeah.
People can keep up a facade for so long, but at the end of the day, it's gonna fall away.
Yeah.
And that's when you see what you got left. And it take time.
Yeah.
What you lose?
Sorry.
It does take time, but I'm learning.
It does.
And as I said in previous podcasts, I don't like people. And that's why though. That is why, because I've been so pulled and drained and grabbed and tugged on by people that I call friends that were not my friends. I'm very cautious now. And I don't want to be this way though, because I want to be approachable. I want people to know that they can come to me and get to know me. But I've always had this guard up. What you want? What's your purpose? Who sent you?
There you go. That's me right there. Who sent you?
When you've been hurt like that and you get to that point, it becomes draining when you're like that. It's draining always on guard. It's very draining. And so, And so I pray that God change my heart and change my pattern, because I want to get to know people. I want people to get to know me. But I'm gonna be honest, I don't want friends, because friends don't serve me no purpose. Family do.
That's true. That is so true.
And then you got to build your family, because like I said, your relatives, them relatives
ain't always family.
Their blood will get you.
That's not what I do.
No, that's what we've done. Like real life. And then my mama used to be quick.
You a whole new family.
My mama used to be quick to say, you always picking up some strays. But when I tell you some of these strays you talking about.
Lay their life down.
Yeah.
The ones who were blood kids.
What you say?
Yeah.
In real time.
Yeah.
In real time. So family is what you make. Blood make you relatives. Love make you family. And real love is rare.
You have to create your own family.
Indeed you do.
To feel safe, to feel secure, to feel, a part of something. Because a lot of times.
Here's the time I left my entire, what you call, set of relatives and relocated to where my family is.
And sometimes you have to do that. I mean, me personally, I left to get away from everybody. I'm gonna be honest. A family, friends, because I needed to.
But you knew you had family where you were coming to.
But I needed to get to know me. I needed to learn who I was. And sometimes you get in these friendships because you looking for something. You don't know what it is you're looking for, because you just know you're missing something. And that could be, instead of you looking for friends, you need to sit with yourself. A lot of times you need to be by yourself so you can get to know you, so you can know who you are, so you can be a better person to yourself. Because how can you be good to somebody else if you don't know how to be good to yourself?
And I think that's one of the hardest things.
It is
actually dealing with you, because then that's when you're forced to have that harsh reality.
Yeah.
And so I even say that even whether single, not single, with friends, without friends, when you sit with yourself, it's the place where I really say is when you find God.
You do. You definitely do.
It's a lonely area.
It is. It's very lonely, but it's needed.
And then you tell yourself, I have nobody. And so I hate when people say that, but I understand when people say it, because I've said that. Because it's not really a true statement to the T, because you always have somebody.
Yeah.
But in that moment, you have nobody.
As long as I got King Jesus.
Yeah.
I don't want to reach out to this person. I don't want to reach out to that person. And then I tell somebody else this recently. I went through a really crazy time. Was that 2021? It was 2021. Woo! Okay? That was something. And I remember I got on the phone with Ebony and Risha. And I was like, hey, I am not doing good. I got a situation going on top of another situation. both of them girls booked the ticket and came. One came. She was like, well, when's she coming? Okay, she came, and then the other one came after her. And even though it wasn't that we just talked about it so much, because we did talk about it, but it wasn't that we dealt with it so much. It was just that breath of fresh air.
Mm-hmm.
Them the type of people I love. That's gonna say, you said you need me because I know you're gonna show up for me like that too. And so we talked about it, we dealt with it, but after all of that, months later, I was back there. I feel like I ain't got nobody. They just was here. So that's what I meant.
They dropped everything else to come. Yeah.
They just here. They came, but it's that moment, but it still was that moment. And you're dealing with yourself. And then you're confused about what I like, what I don't like, what I want to accept, what I'm not going to accept. And so I think a lot of the times that most of these situations, be it in a relationship or in a friendship, is ultimately you got to deal with you.
You do.
And the issues of your heart. Because you can't keep accepting toxicity. You can't keep accepting repetitious behavior. You can't keep accepting just things that don't serve you. Because everything ain't always bad.
Yeah.
And I tell people that all.
It's not
always bad.
Sometimes
ain't always bad.
Yeah.
It's just
the situation. Yep, the situation.
Sometimes you lose things because they wasn't for you no way. Yes.
Or it outgrows you.
Yeah.
And I know people always want to take the bigger person. I've outgrew this situation, or I'm the bigger person. Or sometimes you're not.
Sometimes the situation outgrew you.
Sometimes you're mid-size and this thing is a giant.
Yeah.
And so you wasn't ready to go. And it's totally fine.
Yeah.
And so it's just one of those situations. Just knowing where you fit, who you fit with, and what's going on.
Yeah.
Is that thing. And so I think really the whole issue is just dealing with you.
Yeah.
So is there anything else y'all want to say before?
I do. I want to share one more thing. For me, having to deal with myself is when my mother passed away. Because my mother was my rock. My mother was my everything. Yeah, she was my mama. She was my rider. That lady would fight anybody for me, would go to war for me. She would do everything for me and come for me. Like if I was in the wrong, she would tell me. She was not just the one that would just go out trying to fight for me, but if I was in the wrong, she would tell me. So when my mom passed away, I'll be honest, even though I had my family of circle, I felt completely alone. I felt like, how could you take the only thing that I trusted, that I depended on, that I needed, that was my breath of fresh air? And God said to me, because you made her your God, and I'm your God.
That is so crazy because I often feel like that's the same reason
And it wasn't,
my baby was able to leave me. I love my kids so much.
It wasn't in a negative aspect that I looked at it, because I didn't look at it as she was the Lord of my life. But like I said, she was my breath of fresh air.
Your go-to.
My go-to. And God needed me to come to him and not always her. And God would be my last resort. I would always go to my mama for everything.
Money, go to mama.
Yeah, God would be my last resort, but God needed me to be his only resort. And even though he didn't take her because of that, she probably asked to go because she was tired. And so it took for me to lose my mom to sit with myself, to get to know who I was, to get away from everything and everybody. And it's lonely. And it's still sometimes lonely because I'm still somewhere in that place of still getting to know me. But I do have a circle of family that I know if I need anything, I can go to. I am not the person to reach out though.
For real.
I'm not. My sister attests to it. Just called the police because I didn't answer my phone.
Well,
she was.
You know, we don't play like that though.
But I'm not used to that. I'm not used to people checking on me.
No,
I'm not used
play
to
like
people caring so much about me. So I've always been that person to check on or care for. I never had that for myself. And so it was weird and I was like, well, I told you I wasn't.
Child, my kind of love is weird. Okay, I get it.
And I think that when we do that, we don't even realize that we're doing it until one day you sit back, because when you're that person that's always checking on everybody else, it ain't until something happened and you sit back and you be like, well, dang.
Yeah. But to know that I have it, to know that I have it now, it is still uncomfortable, but I'm learning to accept it because I'm not alone.
And I'm a stalker.
Yeah, she ain't lying. She got my location. I'm not alone. And to know that you're not alone is an amazing feeling. For when you felt all your life you was alone. You felt you had nobody. You felt that you was in this by yourself. You called everybody friend, but nobody called you friend. Mm-hmm. And so that's why I at a place now where I have to ask God, what's people's purpose for my life now? Why are they here?
I'm telling you, that's a real thing.
Am I supposed to, are they supposed to become my family, or are there somebody I'm supposed to draw closer to you? Because I don't want to make somebody family that's not supposed to be family.
How about if I can't draw you to him, you ain't meant to be family no way. So we gonna leave with that. Let me draw you on in to the Father.
But sometimes some people are meant to just for you to help get to God.
Yeah.
And then that's that. But some people are supposed to be there permanently. You have seasoned people, you have temporary people, you have permanent people. And sometimes we turn these seasonal people into permanent people, and that's when you get hurt. Because you turn the seasonal into permanent. And so I'm learning now where to
compartmentalize.
Thank you.
Mm-hmm. People, that word.
Yeah, that word. To compartmentalize people and not put them in permanent positions.
Or in positions they don't belong in.
Or in a position period.
In a position period. Okay, I'm going to put you here because we just met. I need to know what you are, what you're here for, what it is, what I'm supposed to do for you, what you're supposed to do for me. If you're supposed to be here just for me to draw you closer to God or help you excel in life or help you come over hardship or whatever it is, I need to do exactly what it is I'm supposed to do so I won't get hurt. Mm-hmm. And so I'm learning that now. And it took me losing my mom to learn that. And so my advice to anybody, sit with yourself. As my sister say, sit in your feelings, sit in your thoughts.
Sit in your thoughts.
Sit in your thoughts, because sometimes you need to learn how to be by yourself. You need to learn you. You can't help everybody if you haven't helped yourself. So you have to learn to help you. And that's my advice to anybody. Learn you. And that will help you to determine if somebody is toxic in your life, if they're supposed to be there, if you're supposed to throw them away. Sometimes we throw people away that's not supposed to be thrown away because we've been hurt so bad that the first sign of trouble, nope, you gone. And so we have to learn to sit with ourselves, learn ourselves, so we won't throw people who are not supposed to be thrown away and throw people away who's supposed to be thrown away. That's my advice.
That's true. That is so true. So we are coming to it. Look like Sister Rashida. So we're coming to an end. Again, we hope you all enjoyed tonight. We were our most vulnerable selves. But if we leave you with anything, just don't go backwards. If God brings you from something, stay free, stay delivered, and keep moving.
Told y'all, don't go digging in the trash. Let it go.
We build everyone and anyone teachable. Have a good night.
Have a good night.
All right, y'all.